Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Create Something. My name is Michael, and in this video I will be talking about how I approach stylized character design. There are tons of drawing tutorials out there, and let me get this straight out ahead. I won't tell you how to draw this line or that shape and stuff like that. But what I will show you is one of many ways about how to develop an own style, and the rest is all about making your own experiences, finding your own ways, having fun, and just draw and draw and draw. And this is a way to train yourself, which you can really easily adapt. Right now I will start with some background information, so if you would like to jump straight ahead to the tutorial part, feel free to click the time marks in the video's description just below. The first comments to pop up under tutorials are often, what software did you use, or what brush is that? But this is not going to be a techie tutorial. All you need is something you can use to draw, be it paper and pencil or Wacom tablet, it doesn't matter. And something you can use as a resource for references, be it a photo book about animals, a visit at the zoo, or Google Images. And last but not least, motivation. Lots and lots of motivation. So repeat after me. Drawing is awesome, and I'll become an awesome artist one crappy drawing at a time. It's important that you even embrace bad drawings, because they just are the necessary steps for less bad or even good drawings. For the sake of having said it, I'm using Clip Studio Paint and a 22-inch Wacom Cintiq plugged into my PC for drawing in this tutorial. Brushes are all the standards. I suck at drawing. Yes, I do. But don't get me wrong, I'm a pretty good illustrator nevertheless, thanks to my iterative process. This image I posted on Instagram a while ago is the best example. You can clearly see which elements I've drawn 1,000 times before and which not. If you don't see it, it's the crocodiles. I didn't use real-life reference, I didn't go through the iterative process I'm going to show you, I just doodled crocodiles with the tiny snippets of crocodile information my brain had in its pretty empty crocodile drawer. For anything you want to draw, keep in mind that you have to fill those drawers before, because if you don't, you just end up frustrated. I filled mine, that means I did research and I did my training, but I never got to finish that piece. But it led to this one called Crocoli and Friends. I was uninspired one day, so I asked on my Facebook page for some inspiration. And a good friend told me her son was asking recently while eating broccoli what a crocoli might look like. So big shout out to young Mr. Hinrichs. Thanks for making up this awesome creature. At the end I combined all given ideas into this one crazy mashup piece. What I'm trying to tell you is that just almost everyone sucks at drawing without the proper preparation and the proper training. So let's get started. Remember the empty crocodile drawer inside my brain from earlier? Let's take a look at the owl one. Oh wow, it's pretty empty. So why not take drawing an owl for the sake of its long traditional tutorial history as our topic? Heck yeah, an owl. I like that. I went through a Flickr photo search until I found a good owl image with the right Creative Commons license and one that got a full body shot. Many thanks to Andrew Reiter for sharing them online. Crediting link is in the description of this video. When I never drew a type of animal before, I tried to redraw the image kind of realistic, the best I can. Remember, I suck at drawing, so spare me mentioning this first version at the comments, because it's not about making a perfect trace or matching the proportions perfectly. It's just about filling your brain with information about what makes this owl an owl. And that works best by drawing it. Even though I'm just redrawing this image, my brain already decides on which parts are more and which are less important to represent this owl, without me actively thinking about it. So let us analyze the drawing and put labels on the shapes we put into our owl drawer. Because this owl drawer, the stuff we put in, that will be our owl drawing toolkit. So we got that chunky body shape. Big eyes and a short beak, very important. And then there's this mask around the face. The shape is depending on which kind of owl you choose, but this one has a kind of heart-shaped one which I especially liked. And also very special on this one, the big, let's call them eyebrows. Yeah, the big eyebrows. Let's break down the owl with the toolkit created in the previous chapter. Let's try to get down to the minimum level of detail. I like to iterate through a few steps from kind of realistic down to icon-like, what is also good training for making a style chart for client presentations. Often a client doesn't exactly know which style they're after. Iterating through different steps from semi-realism to icon gives them some orientation on where to start. For that process, I always use my previous iteration as reference for the new one, so my brain already does a lot of filtering for me. The more stylization you want, the more you exaggerate the elements from the toolkit, the stuff that makes an owl an owl. And here they are, my 6 states of stylization. Based on each, you could do a countless number of variations. The style I choose for character design is mostly somewhere in the middle here. Okay, we got our toolkit and we got our levels of stylization. I'd like to pick one from the middle now and just explore it a bit more to get a feeling for the character. If you want to train even more, you could do the same with the other levels too. I don't have a real structure for that, I just doodle along what comes into my mind. Sometimes it's just parts, body parts, and sometimes it's a whole character. Or just think up situations to put your character in, or try out ridiculous variations. Have a story around it, or whatever. Just go wild. The more you draw, the more substance you gain. This could go on for hours, but let's stop here. I really like the little school kid owl, so if you'd like to see me refine it furthermore, continue watching. Next up is adding little tweaks and details to the sketch. Ink it and finally color it. It's not really part of the tutorial anymore, it's more the conclusion of it all. So, nevertheless, I thought some might like to watch it. Lean back and hopefully enjoy. So that was my way to train stylized drawing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions or feedback, please let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you'd like to see more from me. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy drawing!